Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to April's 2018 Soul Series video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for your shares. And thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you have subscribed to the YouTube channel, I really do appreciate you. So thank you so much. And once again, my name is Faye Short. If I have not already said that, my name is Faye Short. Welcome to my channel. Thank you. So let me begin by saying happy birthday to April babies. So happy birthday to you all. You made it another year, or some people just had a baby. You know what? I'm so mad because I feel like last year I was the only one that was pregnant, and now everybody's pregnant and having babies this year. So congratulations to y'all. I'm glad I got mine out of the way, but it would have been so much better if we would have all been pregnant at the same time. Yes, I remember me and my friend Caritha, we were always pregnant at the same time, and it was just a wonderful experience. But congratulations to you all, and once again, thank you for tuning in. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, or anybody just celebrating anything in the month of April. Congratulations to you. All right, so let me just let you know a little bit about my channel. I did start this last year, and I have been doing this, trying to keep it up consistently since last year. Excuse the background, you all. I tried to record the video earlier. It did not go so well. So now we might have a little interference from Yo Gabba Gabba, or Ava, my youngest. She may interrupt. But just excuse any background noise that you may hear, okay? Pay attention to me. So yes, this video, this channel is specifically for my nonprofit, which is Foundation Ed Inc. In other words, it also goes by the acronym is FED, F-E-D, which stands for Foundation Ed. It is a nonprofit specifically targeted to teenage parents or expecting teenagers, to help them with any kind of needs that they may have. So I do thank you for tuning in and supporting the channel. If you do make any donations, there will be a link attached to this video for a GoFundMe account. The GoFundMe account is specifically for my nonprofit. All proceeds will go to the youth that we are assisting. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your donations. And just thank you for sharing and liking any of the videos. We do appreciate you. Okay. Once again, I just want to go over what my nonprofit is. I have began the startup. I did get my licensure for the nonprofit 501c3. So I'm proud of myself for that. That was my event that occurred in April. So I'm just excited about this new beginning and just stepping into my life path, my purpose, my journey in life, to help others, to provide holistic healing, to be a faith counselor, and to just be a new thought visionary for those who may be struggling with things, especially our youth. So that is just my life path. I know the struggles that I went through when I was young and pregnant and single. It was very difficult, and my life path journey was delayed because I did not have the assistance that I needed in order to guide me on the path that I wanted to be on. So in that instance, it has shown me that there are other people who may be in my situation as well, that I want to help them. And actually in 2001, when I was in college, I wrote my business plan for this, but because I was young and single and really didn't have any guidance, I was delayed. And so now I'm taking this moment. Sorry, I'm out of breath, and I'm trying to rush this video because I want to get it done in a certain amount of time so I can get on with my day. So bear with me. Let me catch my voice. Breathe. 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 Okay. Yes, them breathing techniques. I need to definitely work on that. But okay, so Foundation Ed, definitely look for it. I do appreciate any support. Speaking of support, let's move on to the shout outs. Okay, so who we got on the shout outs for the month of April? Been doing their thing. You know, I look at Facebook and I think about my dad, how he always says, you know, like, black business, support black business. If it's the only thing you could do, he always talked about black business. He should have been utilizing Facebook, because y'all be on here on and popping about the business. So shout out to everybody. If I don't list your name, that don't mean that I haven't seen what you've been doing. You might be on my shout out for next month. But first shout out, I want to go to Tiffany Newsome, owner of Urban Vintage. She participated in the Nashville Fashion Week. So definitely check out her page, see some of the items, the garments that she has made. She participated in that at Rockytown. So shout out to you doing your thing, Tiffany. Also, Cameo Bobo. Give me one moment. Okay. All right, thank you. I'm back. So I'm sorry, my little baby, she just be ratchet. She just be getting all loud in the background. I think as I was getting louder, she was getting louder. So once again, I do apologize for that. Cameo Bobo for her girls camp of FOM, or yes, I think it's FOM girls camp over the spring break. Congratulations to you. I hope that all the events were successful. All the pictures, everything looks successful that you posted. So major kudos to you for helping out our youth and young girls, just encouraging them to be fantastic young girls. So definitely shout out. And then my good friend Chris Singleton, I seen where you have gotten your first professional gig for filming. So I look forward to seeing any major work that you have coming out as well. And shout out to my nail stylist, Amy Smith. I love you, baby. Keep the faith. So yes, those are my shout outs. Moving on to church announcements. Yes. So on today's church bulletin for the month of April, we have God's House of Restoration, I believe, is the church, along with St. John United Methodist Church, will be hosting revival beginning March 16th, which is Monday, at St. John United Methodist Church in Las Casas, Tennessee. That's my home church, y'all. That's my family church. Shout out to Reverend James, Reverend Robert James. You know I love you. So yes, y'all, if you need the revival, if you don't have a church home, definitely support these churches that are on my church bulletin. And all of y'all are my family. I love all of y'all. You know, I got people in churches all over. So shout out to y'all. Yes, so revival beginning Monday, March 16th. Also, Higher Ground Worship Center. I just received notification that on Sunday they will be having an anniversary beginning at 11 a.m. So definitely, if you are familiar with them, Higher Ground Worship Center will also be having their anniversary. Speaking of anniversaries, God's House of Promise, Pastor Messenger and First Lady Messenger will also be having an anniversary this Sunday beginning at 2:30 at Bradley Academy. Also, Pastor Ann Cross at Freedom of Worship will be having their Glorious Women's Conference beginning May 18th through May 20th. So, a lot of events going on this spring and also beginning this weekend into Monday. All right, so that was the church announcements, and thank you so much for listening to that. Also, though that's not something you want to hear, you can fast forward through the video. It will be timestamped. I hope y'all like the change of scenery in honor of the last 2 days where we've had 70 and up. I decided to change the scenery. So I got my little peacock in the background with the beautiful little painted feathers. Y'all, I love peacocks. I used to chase peacocks around the farm at my auntie's house in Las Casas to collect peacock feathers. So I love peacocks, and that's just exactly, excuse me so much for these pauses that I have to get in here, but I'm just being consistently interrupted in the video. Hence the reason I had to redo the video that I made earlier. Okay, so we have done church announcements, we have done shout outs. Let's move into the book club. So this is the book that I am currently reading. It is The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm sorry. I forgot who recommended this book to me. But they recommended it a long time ago, and I started reading it, then I stopped reading it. So now I was going through and doing some cleanup. I found this book again. So I decided that I'm going to continue the reading on this book. The Richest Man in Babylon is about finances, and this is out of the norm of what I would normally read or comment on. Normally my readings are on relationships, communication, conflict, or love in general, but this time, you know, with me starting my ventures as far as in professionalism and also my nonprofit and just where I want to be future, building my empire, building my blocks, my building blocks, there's always great to have a refresher, even though I have a background in finance. So this is what I'm reading right now. Once again, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I just want to read the insert to you all. If you're interested, you pick this book up. If you've already read this book and you want to chat with me about it, I would love to hear your views about the book. But it says here, ahead of you stretches your future, like a road leading into the distance. Along that road are ambitions you wish to accomplish, desires you wish to gratify. To bring your ambitions and desires to fulfillment, you must be successful with money. Use the financial principles made clear in the pages that follow. Let them guide you away from the stringency of a lean purse to that fuller, happier life a full purse makes possible. Like the law of gravity and also the law of attraction, for those who know about the law of attraction, the laws of money are universal and unchanging. May they prove to be for you, as they have proven to so many others, a sure key to a fat purse, larger bank balances, and gratifying financial progress. Yes, so let me get a fat purse with the riches of Babylon. Teach me how to grow. Not teach me how to live like music, but teach me how to grow that wallet, that moolah. So yes, I will be providing insight in my next video about this book. So stay tuned on The Richest Man in Babylon. About to be the richest female in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Yes. So, now let's get to the meat and potatoes, because this what I need to get to right here. Get some stuff off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Get it off my chest, man. Y'all don't know, the month of April has been trying. Starting with finances, I had 3 different people, 3 different businesses owed me some money. And I don't know if y'all like money like I'm like money, but I get emotional about money. Like, for real. Like, if you owe me money, or you short me money, or you think that I owe you money and I don't owe you money, oh yeah, we about to have a scene over some dollars. Yes, so that's why I got this richest man in Babylon, because we ain't about to have no more episodes over money. But at the end of the day, they ended up giving me my money Best believe, okay? So yes, we're talking about discipline and intent. How to become a master. Now, whatever it is that you try to master, I don't know what your situation is. I can only tell you what I'm trying to master, what my personal experience is, where I'm trying to go. As I stated at the beginning, I'm trying to have a successful nonprofit that lasts for ages, that can give back to my community. And I'm trying to build an empire for me and my children and my children's children. That's my focus. That's what I do. That's my intent, okay? How to become a master. Ask yourself first, what are your intentions? What do you perceive, or what do you want the outcome of your life, or whatever it is that you're working on to be, whether it's just to graduate from 8th grade, or if I have any 8th graders watching, because once again, this is for teens as well, teen parents or expecting teens, or you know, young adults, or anybody who's interested. But graduate from college, graduate with your GED, get a job, get a career, start your own business, lose weight, have a relationship, have a loving relationship, get married. Whatever your intentions are, there has to be plans set forth. So set your plan out. What is your outcome? What do you want it to be? Then you need to have the discipline, self-discipline, and be self-driven and have on your purpose, okay? You need to be self-driven on your purpose. Now, this means that you cannot go ahead and think that your input is connected to somebody else's input, or your output is connected to somebody else's input. Now, what I mean by that is always watching somebody else or what they're doing and thinking that either you should be at the position that they're in right now, or wondering why the moves that they make, you make them same moves and it don't work for you. Once again, these people might be on their purpose, living their purpose, their fulfillment, what God told them to do in their life, and it can be completely different from what God told you. And so you looking at these other people, and one thing that I found myself was really disturbing about me is that I consistently felt alone, like nobody was here to help me. How was I going to get to the next level? And so I spent years, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to lie about it, y'all, because I try to be as transparent as I can possibly be, because there might be somebody that can hear my story and actually benefit from it. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I spent years looking at other people, wondering why I'm giving myself to this person, or I'm helping this person, or at least trying to help this person however I can to benefit them or encourage them to go in make positive changes in their life. But then when I was down, or when my chips was low, or when, you know, my lights got cut off, I had nobody to help me. And it was really disturbing. Like, the help that I needed, I did not have. I'm really going to say that the help that I actually needed in my life, I did not have. I could not find it anywhere. So what do you do when you don't have the help that you need or seeking, and you can't find it, and there's nobody offering it to you? You do it yourself. That's what you do. That is when your mastery comes in. Your purpose is to figure out, what do I do with this talent that God gave me? Do I hide it Do I bury it in the ground because I don't have nobody helping me, and I know that if I don't make nothing of it, people just gonna laugh at me and it's just gonna just be worse than what it is. So you know what? I'm gonna just sit back and just let this talent go to waste because I'm just so afraid of what can happen if I actually did try and failed. And so yes, I had to discover how to go about achieving my goals by myself. Now, it's a slow process. It's a very slow process. There are things, like I said, that I can look at somebody else and I can always be like, well, they sure did make a come up and I'm still right here. But you know what? It's okay. My timeline is not based on anybody else's timeline. Just as long as I'm taking my steps that I need to take to fulfill the purpose that God has for my life, that's all that I can be concerned about. I just want God to say, well done, good and faithful servant, you know? So I love the story, the parable of the talents, where the one slave, he just buried his talent. And God took his talent and gave it to somebody else. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to you. So please, if you have something that God has spoke to you, or you know that you're not living or fulfilling your purpose in life, it's time. It's time, because you don't want God to just take you or your life or whatever purpose and give it to somebody else who can make double what you was wasting your time with. He'll show just take it out your hands, right? So then you want people, I wanted people to carry me, like put the work in for me that I couldn't put in for myself. Like, somebody help me. That's all I was just wanting. Like, nobody's here to help me. Nobody's helping me do anything. And I was like, woe is me. I was so sad. I was so disappointed. I was depressed. I was just down and out on why I cannot never make things, not never, I know, I'm sorry, not using proper grammar, but why I cannot make my goals prosper like other people could make their goals prosper. And then on the other extreme of that is that I was carrying weight of other people. Like, okay, girl, if you put all the energy that you was putting into all these other people, trying to encourage them on their goals and their dreams, and some of them didn't even really do nothing with it. They just wanted to have somebody to gas their head up, gaslight them a little bit, and then they was just off. They done used all your energy and they back to the same thing that they had. You can just put that in yourself. Like, input all that positive energy in yourself. So I wake up. When I wake up, I say my prayers. I say my affirmations. I listen to things on YouTube that are encouraging. I read my books that are encouraging. If I'm having a situation or a moment, I look at somebody else's struggle. Not their success story. I wanna hear the struggle story, because right now I'm struggling. That's where I'm at, and I know that if they can make it out, so can I. So if you carrying other people's weight, it's time to drop the burdens, baby. Put the burdens on God. It's not your burden to carry nobody. You know, especially when you're trying to become a master, because a road to mastery is a road that is traveled alone. I have not heard no master or somebody say that I got to the point where I needed to be because I was carrying the weight of somebody else, or I let somebody else do my work for me. Like, not a master. No, they work hard. Master barbers, master beauticians. I don't know if it's a master beautician, but like, even like martial art masters. Ain't nobody sitting up here going through this training, these educational seminars, and putting efforts in to learn and take the test and pay the dues. Like, earn your stars and stripes. That's what you got to do. It's gonna hurt, but you got to earn your own stars and stripes. Stop carrying other people's weight and stop looking at other people to carry your weight. Okay? Now, once you identify your intent for your purpose in life, like I said, there's gonna be a time when you must align your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Once again, your thoughts, your words, and your actions must be in alignment with each other. Now, once you've gotten that in alignment, you can be thinking all you want to about all the marvelous things that's going to be the output of, you know, whatever it is you want to do. But if you never take action, or you never speak this into existence, like on a daily basis, I speak into existence what I want to do. And on a daily basis, I promise you I'll get a no. I promise you that somebody's not going to pick up the phone. Or I promise you that there's going to be an error made. I promise you that I have doubts every day when I wake up. I promise you that there's somebody every day for me that is naysaying or saying that I'm not going to make it and this is what's going to happen. And just telling me my life like they live my life, or like they are God himself come down from heaven to earth to tell me in my face right now, Faye, you're not going to be the person that God has set out to be, because you know what, I'm God and I told you I'm not going to make it. Like, who is that? And if you got people in your life like that, them naysayers, that's that burden that you need to lay down. Okay, you need to lay that burden down. And I'm sorry, my apologies to those people who were distracting or naysayers, or just had a totally different path from me and we wasn't lining up. We was bumping heads because you had one path and I had another path. I'm sorry that we are no longer walking the same path and that we had to end that relationship, because that's just part of being a master when you have to walk it alone. These weren't the people that, you know, I met along the way in my mastery path. These were people that I had already had in my life. Now, think about this. Why would I have a whole bunch of masters in my life, people who have mastered their craft, and I am not a master myself? Birds of a feather flock together. I honestly do believe that. At this point in time in my life, I do believe that birds of a feather flock together. And I realized I'm having all this conflict with these people. Like, all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere. Like, why am I beefing with these people? Like, and I don't mean it wasn't intentional, but my purpose in life required me to say that this no longer satisfied or work for me, especially when I'm trying to build an empire. And so I had to end those relationships with those people, and it was painful. It was very painful, because for me, I'm the type of person that has lifelong relationships with people, and I just like to be that loyal person that has that person in their life for a long time. That's just me. I want to make sure that I'm being supportive, but I realized that I've already offered as much as support that I could offer to these people. And so if you're at that point, it's just a temporary pain. And I hope that one day me and these people will come back together on journey when we're all masters of our trade, when we're all masters of whatever that we want to accomplish in life, and we can all sit down and smile and be like, yes, this is what it feels like. So push past that temporary pain. No pain, no gain. Okay, you want to become a master, and the benefits of becoming a master and having discipline and intent is way farther beneficial than any temporary pain you could have existed in while you were not on your purpose in life, or while you were depressed because you know you were supposed to be moving in a direction and you kept delaying it, and so it kept you held back from what your true potential is. That's pretty painful. I'm telling you, that's more painful than falling down and then coming back up again. Is to know that you're sitting somewhere in life and you know you ain't supposed to be, like, this is not the life for me, and you're not doing anything to make it better. It's all up in here. You know the steps. You have probably plotted it out, step A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, but you won't make no moves because that fear and anxiety has caused you to be trapped in a position. That's painful. That's painful because that takes a toll on your body, to have a lot of fear and anxiety. And so if you are in that position and you don't have any way to, anybody to talk to, please, or if it's just beyond just reaching out, please get professional help, like, because that's a terrible place to be in, okay? But it's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm telling you, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And me, I had a lot of fears and anxiety myself. Even with doing these videos, like, I'm really a shy person. You all would probably not notice about me, but I am really a shy. Okay, thank you so much for coming back. I had a low battery. So yes, when I think about mastery, I think about Kill Bill. Y'all, Kill Bill is like my favorite, one of my favorite movies, volume 1 and volume 2. Like, Uma Thurman was definitely living my life. Like, that's how I feel anytime I watch Kill Bill. Like, I had these team of people that was my ride or die crew, and then all of a sudden, when I wanted to move into a happiness or a different state and just go after some things that I really wanted for myself instead of supporting the team goals, it became an issue. And y'all remember how she was getting married? She found the love of her life. She was pregnant, and she just wanted freedom from that life because she had to build her empire for her and hers, you know, and she couldn't be out here in the streets mobbing and killing no more. And so they ran in here and they tried to take her out. Like, they literally tried to kill that lady. They shot her up, killed her fiance, and stole her baby. Now, a lot of us, we would have been like, oh, that's it. Like, I can't even take it no more. I'm done. It's a wrap. But she got up and she fought back. And I love Kill Bill because it shows you the process of mastery, like how she had to first be mentally correct after she had went through what she went through in those painful, in that pain, that amount of pain of knowing that the people that you once had carried and they carried you or whatever, y'all just had to break that relationship because she was on a new path or you're on a new path. That was pretty painful. The amount of physical trauma that she went through because they shot her and they killed everything that she was building her empire for. They tried to take that out. They tried to take it away from her. And I'm telling you, people will try to do this. They will try to get you off guard mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just to distract you from where you want to be at because they want you to still carry their burdens for the team. Like, this is a team effort. But when you on a mastery, you got to do it by yourself. I'm telling you. So you remember when she was just like, wiggle your toe, wiggle your toe, wiggle your toe. I love that part. And then her toe finally wiggled. Like, sometimes you just got to speak to yourself. She sat in that car for I don't know how long, telling herself, wiggle your toe. Sometimes you just got to be like, get up, get up. Get out of this situation. You're gonna do it. You have to speak to yourself. Make your brain believe it. Even if you know you can't, whatever the situation is, you have to make yourself believe it. Then you have to speak it. Wiggle your toe. Wiggle your toe. And then that toe started to wiggle. That's that action. So your thoughts, your words, and your actions have to align when you are on when you have an intention or a purpose in mind that you are trying to exceed and succeed in and excel in. You have to be there. You have to have that intent. And then when she went to, because she already knew what her boss, Bill had already taught her. So she knew what Bill knew. But then in order to master and achieve the actual freedom, she had to take a step further. She had to go to Bill's master and learn not only what Bill learned, but what the master knew. So I love that part. My other favorite part, when she was like at the board and she was like hitting that board like boom, 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 and her knuckles was bleeding like boom, like when she was hitting that wooden board, her knuckles, her hands was bleeding. Like, I'm telling you, that pain is gonna be there when you have to face a giant. Nobody is gonna face a giant and not have some level of fear, anxiety, or physical pain. It's gonna set in for sure, but it's temporary. I promise you. Once you face that giant, you can't turn back. Once you start facing that giant, you cannot turn back. Imagine if she just would have gave up. They would have killed her. If she would have faced her first challenger when she went in to see Vivica A. Fox, if she would have gave up and was like, you know what, you my homegirl, Vivica would have killed her. Y'all know that. Y'all remember when she was messing with the Black Mamba? That lady would have killed her too. So once you get on this path or this journey to your purpose, you cannot look back. I promise you. Because if you turn around and you go back to that situation, or them people or naysayers that did not want to see you exceed, they're going to make sure, definite, that you will not succeed in your journey. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So once you speak it out there and you put it out there, your actions better be backing up whatever you just put into this universe, because it's some people that's ready to take you out. So wiggle your toe and then be on that block like, every day. Like, So that's my favorite part of the movie. And then when she did the tiger paw, the 5-point tiger, whatever, when she killed Bill, she was like, and his heart stopped. That's how it's gonna be when you master this. Some people's hearts gonna stop. Y'all almost cause y'all know how I get when I get passionate about that. But it's gonna be some people's heart that stop, okay? But you gotta be disciplined enough to go and set yourself free and move in the purpose of not man's law, but God's will over your life, okay? So do that. Don't worry about nobody else. Trust the process. Input equals output, okay? Now, y'all know I'm working on my PhD in human and social services. So I'ma just add this on to enlighten you just a little bit. African Americans may have a and this is from the American Psychological Association. And I love talking about children and adolescents. That's my specialty, y'all. That's what I do, you know. From children to teenagers, that's what I do. I want to know where it starts. And for me, African Americans... Okay, I'm back. So so what this says is that, to sum it up, because I'm running in on my time, y'all. African Americans that grew up in poverty or low income situations where they dealt with physical discipline or a lot of psychological discipline may have issues when it comes to discipline later on in life. And I'm not talking about conforming. I'm talking about discipline. Just like what I'm talking about right now, having enough discipline to focus in on something and have an intent to carry it out because of high levels of fear and anxiety when it comes to being in an uncomfortable situation. So if you are that type of person that felt like as a child, you had an unusual, unfair situation dealing with discipline or abuse, you may have an issue being disciplined enough to carry through in your adult life, okay? And if you're having this issue or you know of somebody that has this issue, please ask this person to get help, or please, if it's you, seek help. Because if you are good, if you're great, if you're on your path, then other people can also around you start to roll in their path too. Remember, I am change, right? So don't be inhibited. These people that may have dealt with high levels of physical discipline in an adult life, in as far as social development, they can be inhibited cognitively to be able to implement the skills that are needed to carry forth their intent or purposes in life. So you may see that they get in a certain situation and then they don't move and they become stagnant. And that, I'm sorry, y'all, this it's a little bit creaky, but y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you're seeing these situations, like, that's why I do what I do, because it's a reason behind this. It's just not, this is who I am. We need to find out why we are the way we are. And even for European American children who might have dealt with situations where they were physically disciplined and others around them were not, that can inhibit them too. Like if you felt like you were treated unfairly, like I'm the oldest, so I got a lot of whoopings and my younger siblings didn't get a lot of whoopings, or like in my house, my mama always with me. I'm just speaking from example. Like my mama always with me, but my cousins and them, they never got whoopings. Like that's an unusual, that's gonna change your thought process about your own values. That's gonna change your thought process about yourself. So please, these childhood issues, they can be inhibiting to you. I mean, they inhibited me for a very long time, you all. So once again, these is studies about this. Negative emotionality and discipline as long-term predictors of behavioral outcomes in African American and European American children. Okay? Now, that is that on the meat and potatoes. I want to end by just giving you all a little a message, just a general message for the month of April. Something new that I want to do for my channel. Okay, I have these butterfly oracle cards. So if these are not tarot cards, you guys, these are oracle cards. Just like if you was getting a motivational message on your phone every day, you don't know who they came from. These also have motivational messages. So I just want to pull out 3 motivational messages for the month of April, okay? All right, so I did pray on the cards, and these are the cards that came out. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for speaking to and through the cards. The first card is retirement. Now, I have gotten this card in the past. Retirement actually came upside down, okay? So that means that there may be a lot of people who are working hard to build their empire. That's what I'm talking about. That's just confirmation. I'm telling you, now is not the time to be resting, baby. We got to put this purpose in, because guess what? We want to achieve the retirement. We want to get them coins falling in the purse. We want to be the richest man in Babylon, baby. Give me my fat purse. Bring me my coins. Dollar bill. Make the money. Don't let the money make you, okay? So retirement is the first card. And I will read for those of you who would like to know the meaning behind the retirement card. Yes. This card indicates a change in your work schedule, most likely related to reducing your hours of employment. This may or may not be voluntary on your part. Retirement is a big change in your daily routine and your identity. Whether this transition is something you plan for or not, you'll now be focusing on how to spend up your freed up hours, as well as accompanying financial changes. You receive this card as acknowledgement of your shifting schedule and budget, and also as encouragement that with planning, self-honesty, and the input of experts such as financial advisors or counselors, you will enjoy a beautiful retirement. So yes, some of us are working overtime to get some freed up hours so we can take a vacation and live in the land of plenty, okay? The next card was gracefully aging. And I have not gotten this, but look at this monarch. I believe this is a monarch butterfly. And you know I'm scared of caterpillars, y'all, but this butterfly is so pretty. And it just looks like a well-aged butterfly. So I'm thinking that this has something to do with taking care of yourself. So isn't that pretty? Look at that butterfly. Oh my God. Let's see what that means. Gracefully aging. You receive this card because heaven can see your inner and outer beauty. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Inner beauty first, baby. Okay? And wants you to appreciate your divine magnificence too. This means that you allow yourself to see the beauty that growing older represents. The more you hold positive thoughts and feelings about aging, the aging process, the more you glow with inner peace and sage wisdom. Your maturity signifies that you will be seen as an elder and others will look to you for answers. This is an honor, which is the reason why this card is guiding you to age gracefully. Take care of yourself, y'all, because ain't nobody else got this body. This is your temple. This is my vessel. Yes, okay? Although you may feel much younger than your chronological years, graceful aging means that you are comfortable with yourself in every way. Amen. Okay. The last card is definitely what we have been talking about, and I'm glad the confirmation came out. Take the next step now. Right now. Get off the little comfort of the couch and let's fly off. You got a purpose in life, okay? See how that butterfly, his wings is spreading. You know why? Because see, this butterfly just landed. This butterfly is resting. This butterfly about to take off. Okay? Take the next step now. Let's see what that says about taking the next step. Okay. I'm excited to see. I have not gotten that card before. So let's see what April says about taking the next step. If you feel stalled or stuck, this card is offering a solution. It's time to take action. Even a small step in the direction of your vision will help you feel a sense of progress and hope. You already know what your next step is as your heart is leading you there. Imagine what you would do if you had unlimited time, finances, and energy. This is your answer. As you step into the world of the unlimited, your resources come to you exactly as you need them. Y'all got to trust the process and trust God, okay? Provided that you listen to and follow your inner wisdom. Y'all know what y'all supposed to be doing with your life right now. I don't know why y'all playing with God. Don't let them talents go to waste. He'll take it from you and give them to somebody else. And guess what? My hands is out. Give it to me, God. Give it to me, okay? Cha-ching. So, remember that you will never be asked to do anything that can harm you or a loved one, as divine guidance is the conversation of love. As long as you are divinely guided to take care of yourself and move in your purpose, ain't nobody gonna be hurt about that. Trust me. Ain't nobody gonna be hurt about you taking care of yourself and aging gracefully and working diligently to get into retirement, so you can have some free time to spend with your loved ones and build your empire. You guys, I do appreciate your time with me today. Please, if you'd like to donate to the channel, it is for a good cause. It is for the nonprofit. I do thank you for tuning in. Have a happy April. Bye-bye.